Have you ever stopped to consider how many hands have been extended to you not to lift you, but to pull you down, to bind you to their narrow vision of who you should become? How many times have they claimed dominion over your fate, casting shadows of doubt upon your aspirations, chaining your potential to their expectations? But here's the paradox: their plans were never meant to shape you. They were meant to break you. Yet the very moment you grasp the truth, their control begins to crumble. It is an ancient tale, this one that resounds in the echo of every soul who dared to dream in a world that seeks to quench those very dreams. They sit upon their thrones of comfort, claiming to know your path, to know what you must become. But what do they know of you? What do they know of the fire that burns beneath your skin, of the whispers that call you to transcend the smallness of their plans? They would have you believe that you are nothing more than a pawn in a game, not of your own making. Their hands, poised to shape you, to control you, have sought to mold you into a reflection of their limitations, their regrets, their fears. But you are not their creation. You are not the product of their desires, nor their disappointments. You are a sovereign being, a force beyond their comprehension. Their plans may be drawn in the ink of convenience, but you were born from the cosmos, etched into existence by a will they will never understand. It is a delicate agony, this clash of will. The moment you awaken to the truth that you have been confined to their projections, that your soul's deepest yearnings have been shackled by their false assumptions. They want you to believe that you are bound to their vision, their version of success, their design for your life. And yet, when you see through their web of illusion, when you see that the world they offer is not the one you were meant to live, a great and irrevocable shift occurs. The illusion shatters. This moment of realization is the beginning of your liberation. When you cast aside the chains they've fashioned for you, you discover that your future is not some preordained narrative, not some manuscript written by those who never saw you for who you truly are. Your future is unwritten, a vast canvas awaiting the touch of your hand. They sought to contain you in the confines of their mind, to prescribe a life based on their limitations. But the only boundaries that exist are the ones you choose to accept. Think for a moment, how many times has the world told you that your dreams were too grand, too unreachable? They told you to be practical, to be safe, to conform to a reality built by those who live only half alive, those who exist in the quiet desperation of unfulfilled aspirations. These are the voices that have spent their days weaving their own unremarkable existence and now seek to bind you to their mediocrity. But you know better now. The very act of defying their plans is the first step toward becoming who you were always meant to be. The world is filled with those who never question the designs others have drawn for them, who lived their lives as though they were nothing more than passive spectators in the drama of their own existence. Don't be one of them. In their effort to mold you into their image, they will try to strip you of your autonomy. They will use fear, guilt, shame, and every weapon in their arsenal to make you doubt your worth, to question the very desires that stir within you. Yet it is in these moments of doubt that you must rise. You must not surrender to their designs. You must break free of their quiet tyranny. You are the master of your destiny. Your potential is infinite, as vast as the universe itself. They cannot limit you without your consent. And when you stand in the fullness of who you are, unchained from their visions, you will see the truth. Their attempts to control you were never about your capabilities. They were about their inability to perceive the vastness of your soul. And so, I challenge you, will you continue to walk down the path they have set for you? Or will you step boldly into the unknown, the terrain of your own creation? Will you let their suffocating plans dictate the trajectory of your life? Or will you shatter their illusions and embrace the wild, untamed potential that lies dormant within you? It is time to cast aside the fear they use to control you, time to silence the voices that seek to constrain your spirit. You are not their puppet. You are not their plaything. You are not their plaything. You are a sovereign being capable of carving your own path through the wilderness of existence. Step forward. Create. Build. Destroy their plans and replace them with your own vision. This is not just an act of defiance, it is an act of creation. It is your birthright. Subscribe now. Break free. The world awaits the masterpiece only you can create.